potentially dangerous escalation. And based on our collective responsibility to safeguard and enhance the security and stability of the region, the GCC countries once again affirmed their strong condemnation and deep denunciation of the cowardly Israeli attack that targeted the sister state of Qatar on September 9, 2025, in a blatant violation of its national sovereignty and a grave breach of the rules of international law and the principles of the United Nations Charter. We reaffirm our full solidarity and unwavering support for the state of Qatar and our absolute backing for any measures and actions it deems necessary to protect its people, safeguard its security, and preserve the safety of its territory. Our meeting today is not merely a routine gathering. Rather, it also reflects a deep belief that the strategic partnership between both sides is a fundamental pillar for building a brighter and more secure future for our peoples, and lays down solid bridges that expand the scope of our joint cooperation. The launch of the strategic dialogue between the two sides on November 1, 2011, marked a shining milestone in the history of our shared relationship. The Memorandum of Understanding signed at that time established a permanent institutional framework for holding annual ministerial meetings, which have strengthened the bonds of political, economic, and commercial cooperation, and also laid a solid foundation for coordination in facing regional challenges and achieving development and prosperity. Within this framework, the Palestinian issue remains at the heart of our priorities, as it is considered the key to stability in the entire region. We affirm that there can be no just peace nor lasting stability without ending the Israeli occupation and establishing an independent Palestinian state on the borders of June 4, 1967, with East Jerusalem as its capital, in accordance with the Arab Peace Initiative and relevant international resolutions. In this regard, we commend the positions of our friend, the Russian Federation, regarding the importance of putting an end to the cycle of conflict and supporting efforts aimed at achieving an immediate and permanent ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. We also appreciate the efforts made by our friend, the Russian Federation, aimed at urging the Republic of Iraq to exert maximum efforts to resolve all outstanding issues with the state of Kuwait in accordance with the provisions of international law and relevant international resolutions, including the return of Kuwaiti prisoners and missing persons or their remains, as well as third country nationals, and the restitution of Kuwaiti property, including the National Archives.
Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, what is truly regrettable and strongly condemned in the harshest terms of denunciation and disapproval is the brutal assault by the Israeli occupation forces on the territory of the state of Qatar, which constitutes a blatant violation of its sovereignty and territorial integrity and contravenes international principles, laws, and the Charter of the United Nations. While the GCC countries stand in full solidarity with the state of Qatar and mobilize all their resources to confront this heinous aggression, they call on the international community to condemn it and to put an end to the repeated Israeli violations. The continued Israeli violations against the Palestinian people and the crime of genocide being committed against the residents of the Gaza Strip, as well as the deliberate policy of blockade that has led to famine in the Strip, and its continued destruction of residential neighborhoods, hospitals, schools, universities, mosques, and churches, which aims to displace the residents of the Strip and settle the area. Your Excellencies, the GCC reaffirms its firm position regarding the continued actions of Iran, specifically Iran's ongoing occupation of the three islands, Greater Tunb, Lesser Tunb, and Abu Musa, which belong to the United Arab Emirates. The Council reiterates its support for the United Arab Emirates' right to sovereignty over its three islands, as well as over the territorial waters, airspace, continental shelf, and exclusive economic zone of the three islands, considering them an inseparable part of the territory of the United Arab Emirates, and affirms that any decisions, practices, or actions taken by Iran on the three islands are null and void, and do not alter in any way the historical